Hi beautiful souls, welcome back to the channel, Beautiful Awakening with Shantia. If you're new to this channel is dedicated to your transformation, your alignment, as well as your healing. I'm here to make spirituality fun and accessible for you. Please feel free to check out any of the content on this channel. I do channeled messages for the collective, those are always fun. I also have another series called Manifesting with the Divine. It's a 3-part series I've linked down below where I talk about channeling and manifestations and how that works for me. And then I also have another series called The Wake Up Call, where I'm essentially talking about and referring to the awakening process and lessons that I've learned. I also have a personal channel. I believe I've just linked it to my YouTube channel. I would have linked it videos before this, but I linked my other YouTube channel. It's called Shantia's New Chapter. This is my first YouTube channel. This is where I talk about personal experiences and lessons that I've learned in my life. Okay. Please remember to take what resonates, leave what does not resonate. You're the creator of your reality. You're the one who gets to decide how your life gets to unfold using your own free will. So today I decided to choose the theme of healing messages from your guides and my guides. And I feel like this is going to come in combination with acknowledgement towards the healing that you've been doing. We're always healing. And this is something, I think, a topic that people sometimes feel called to not look at until you're sitting with yourself alone in the room and you're just thinking, why have I not overcome this issue? And you're thinking to yourself, well, how can I maybe work on healing this? And this is what hermiting away is great for, and isolating yourself is really great for. Intentionally self-reflecting, self-inquiry, asking yourself those questions, because it's through asking those questions you're going to get a lot of great advice from the universe. And I wanted to create a reading for you guys where advice can come to you. The guides wanted me to give you some really good news coming in your life, but I'm just going to do that for the next reading coming up after this. But for this reading, we're going to focus on healing messages that want to come through for you. And we're going to have 3 groups to choose from. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. I really appreciate it. And I'm just honored to be here doing this kind of work because it means a lot to me. It means the world. Okay. So let's go ahead and move on to the point where you get to pick and choose your group. Hey beautiful souls, welcome to the point where I get to introduce the piles to you. So I'm going to go ahead and introduce them and then we will do our meditation. So we have pile in group number 1 with the dendritic agate. We have group number 2 with the amethyst. And we have group number 3 with the Herkimer diamond. So please meditate on the pile or the piles that best resonate with you. Here is your singing bowl. Hi group number 1, if you chose this lovely dendritic agate, then this is going to be your reading. So again, we're looking into healing messages from my guides and your guides, as well as acknowledgement about what you have been healing as well. Usually my guides always send positive confirmations about what you've been working on in your life. So I'm expecting that. Spirit has pre-selected some cards, some oracle cards for you guys. After I pull energies and then I read with a crystal, I'm going to go ahead and unveil your oracle cards and I'll pull tarot for clarification and any additional messages or inquiries that we have afterwards. Okay. Guides, dial me into the energies of group number 1, please. I got one too fast. I got a message too fast. So the first thing I heard is 3's a company. Okay, very interesting. 3 something about overcrowded, or 3 is a company. What? There's some kind of phrase, and I'm not saying it right. Okay, so this is actually what I'm picking up as far as company goes, because that statement sounds a little suspect, like there's too many people involved. Perhaps that is your situation where you're learning how to cleanse yourself of the right people. Either way, I'm getting people. So I think you're learning how to cleanse yourself of the right people. This is healing advice is surrounding yourself with the right people, because other people's energies impact you. And I definitely learned this through essentially, like, I wasn't trying to experiment. I just decided to just not hang out with people for like the past 2 years. Not totally in isolation. Of course, I still go to work and see people, but I just didn't set the intention to really hang out with people. I set the intention for me to invest time into figuring out what I wanted. So I think this is going to pay off huge for you, or is paying off huge for you, is like cleansing yourself of those that energetic company that you keep, the company that you keep. Because I think there might be something about your energy that's very empathic. I think we're all really empathic, and intuitively, when we're not making certain changes to our lifestyle, we run on automatic. So even if we're around people, we'll find ourselves picking up their behaviors and imitating them naturally the more that we surround themselves with them. So if you want to surround yourself with people, or you want to elevate your consciousness, you have to surround yourself with people with an elevated consciousness. This can come through many different things, not just physical company that you keep with people. This can come through books or YouTube. YouTube is one of the ways that I learned how to separate myself from, other people, what's going on in the world. And I learned how to cultivate a higher consciousness for myself, essentially learning how to expand my mind to think bigger instead of thinking small. So I'm getting that for you. I think that's hugely been healing, is you've been expanding your consciousness when it comes to the company that you keep. Okay, let's see what else wants to come through with this lovely black and white Dendrica gate. Okay. The energy's moving really fast. Okay, so you're learning how to, oh my gosh. Okay, I think physical activity is important. Physical activity is important for everyone, but they're definitely saying, if for you, make sure you get out and about and you're in the natural environment. I was seeing like a sun, but it was like dancing and it looked like a flower. So it looked like a daisy or something, or not a daisy, a sunflower combined with a sun. So there's something about sunlight, energy, vitality that's coming through. I think this group, you're really being called to cleanse, to be more in tune with your own vitality, yourself, your solar like energy, to know who you are on the deepest level, and very much get tapped into that inner child. There's something strongly about like playful energy and lots of movement that's really important for you. There's a strong sense of authenticity that's coming through. I think you are coming to a point where you're figuring out more of who you are and what it is that you want, the life that you want to create for yourself. But it's coming from this really pure essence. So, it's not coming from this, I desire for more money because that's what other people do, and creating this nice lifestyle is what's going to make me happy. It's more coming from a place of, I just want to be happy. And I think you're learning how to prioritize your happiness above everything else, in a sense that you open yourself up to it instead of prioritizing money or prioritizing other things that cause a lot of stress in our lives. My guides are always telling me that we worry about a lot of things that we don't need to worry about in this lifetime. So there's a sense of freedom and movement and playfulness that's coming through for you guys big time, and a sense of confidence that's coming straight from your inner child. So, kids are not self-conscious. I think you're learning how to overcome self-consciousness because you're learning how to play, have fun, and just show up and be present. That's where your confidence is coming from for you, for this group. Okay. Let's see if I can see anything in the crystal. Well, this is cool. I always like this crystal because it's kind of shaped like a well, right? And one of the first, I will never forget, like whenever I meditate on the crystals for the first time, I almost never forget the first meditation. It's very potent. But it had something to do with like cleansing and like a well cleansing, or like being cleansed in water. So there might be something about water coming through for you, cleansing water, going for a swim, being around water, dancing in the rain, drinking water, consuming it. that's important for you. I think you guys are going through a really powerful cleansing in your life. This is typically what I get with this crystal, like a strong cleansing. And also a beautiful integration of your light and your shadow side with the black and white. Integrating those parts of yourself in a way that's very beautiful, very healthy. There's a rawness coming through. I think you're knowing like what's the raw, you're understanding and you're learning how to become a lot more in tune with your primal nature of your desires. You're learning how to listen to that. That's what they're calling for you to do. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I can see a fish here. So there's something about water, cleansing, feeling more free. Okay, there's one more message that wants to come through. I'm trying to interpret it here. There's like a deep sense of richness which you're getting in tune with when it comes to yourself, like your inner experience. Like, I'm getting like a wisdom. I'm getting you're learning that you're a lot more wise, or you've a lot of access to healing here inside of you. Yeah, I'm getting like nurturing energy. I think you're maybe learning that you have the ability to nurture others. I'm seeing a woman, feminine energy, and she's consoling. She's consoling, but she's like talking. She's giving me like wise elder coming through. There might be something about getting in touch with your roots, or researching the roots, your historical roots, to understand perhaps your intuitive abilities, making the connection. There might be a specific cultural gift that has passed on to you. Okay, let us go ahead and unveil your oracle cards here. One of the cards you got says very likely. I'm like, okay. Okay, wow, you guys are the purification group. Wow, there it is. There's the primal nature. You guys got the she-wolf. Goodness gracious, it doesn't get any more primal than that. Okay, yep, Dharma unfolding. You are a wise leader. Ask for your needs to be met. Orion activation, star gathering, beauty, time. Okay. Okay, really cool. Very interesting. So a lot of what's coming through for this group, you're going through a graduation, so that's a huge thing that they want to acknowledge. You're going through a growing period right now, and they want to acknowledge that a lot of your needs are going to be met here. So what they want to acknowledge is that you've been doing a lot of purification. So if you're a virgin, maintaining symbolic purity of heart and spirit. You've been doing a lot of purification with your energy, and this has been helping in your favor. You're learning how to get more in tune with your needs and your desires, and there's something about tuning into your feminine needs. But to me, the she-wolf does give me a bit of like a masculine and feminine balance. It says, unleash the wild within. So you're learning how to tune into your primal nature. You know, and again, I was talking about that tribal leader, and this woman has, it looks like she's representing Indian culture here. Oh, sorry, Native American culture. Here. So there might be something about animal spirits that you can relate to, a connection that you have to animals. I was actually seeing a woman, so I was saying she was consoling people, but the first thing I saw was a bear. And I was like, so it's funny how intuition works sometimes. I'm like, I'm seeing a bear, but a woman consoling a bear? So I think you guys are, like, your guides are talking to you through symbology. So that's like one thing that's showing up for you is like symbology, whether that's omens or animal spirits, or you get images that flash through your head or in your mind or in your imagination. It's coming through. Okay. Anything else to acknowledge? Yeah. We have your dwal hole. So let's go ahead and move on, because I feel like this group, you've already been doing a lot of work. So they mostly just want me to congratulate you. The first card we have here is dwal hole, Dharma unfolding. Remember that you are on a path. Take one step at a time to happiness. So I was literally saying you're learning how to acknowledge what makes you happy and what's important to you, and understand that this is a priority. So Dharma, the understanding of Dharma is that it's what you're here to do in this moment, basically what you're feeling called to do, which means that this group is going through, you guys are having a powerful calling for something that you want to do right now. It feels important to you. You're filling the pool. So it's like continue to listen to that primal nature. The unleash the wild within, it puts an emphasis, the wild is this aspect of don't try to depend on other people's opinions for your needs. You know what you need. And I know how sometimes people say, I don't know what I need. The thing is, my guides don't teach me that. Sometimes there are going to be people who come into your life that are able to fulfill certain things for you that you can't do alone. That's just part of the art of life, and being a part of like connections, and there's definitely connections coming in for you. We'll talk about that shortly, but they most definitely want you to know that you guys can trust your instincts, and they want me to teach my collective that. And it comes through learning how to get in tune with it, getting in tune with it. So I'm being brought to this woman who lived like in a mountain in a building, like a abandoned building or village for like years. She lived in that by herself, and she learned how to survive, prepare her own food, and this was a better circumstance for her preferred way of living than going to a home or being surrounded by other things. She wanted to live isolated and away. So I'm not saying that that might be part of your story, but I'm saying that she knew how to take care of herself. We know how to heal ourselves. And it's actually when we intentionally get quiet and we set the intention for the universe to teach us that we're guided here. So very interesting. We have here sap, resources, needed materials, flow, wealth, essence of life. Oh, vitality, energy. Roots. Oh, okay. We talked about roots, physical health, life force. I'm going to need a bit of a clarifier. So we have your strong Virgo energy coming through. We have your number 6 Virgo, and we have the Virgin here, which takes us to Virgo as well. Yeah, I think you're tapping into, it says here, life, essence of life, spring, blood, nourishment. You're tapping into how to nourish yourself, essentially. Like, what's the core resource for what's available to you, and you're realizing it exists inside of you here, and it's because you're creating a very abundant life force within yourself. You're learning how to get in tune with it in the outer reality as well. Because it says physical health, make sure you are attuning to your physical health. Next to the Virgin card with the purification, I would say read your body and listen to when it feels unsteady or unstable, depending on what you eat. I've done an elimination diet before where you take out a bunch of foods and then you start to put back certain foods into your diet, and you realize really quickly what you're allergic to. So there are a lot of things that aren't registered. I've taken blood tests before just out of curiosity, and they don't know how to interpret what's good or what's not good for you. In fact, you can take your pulse, and I was actually taught this in a very brief 8-week course. You can take your pulse, and that can teach you more about what your body likes versus taking a blood test. Okay, so something is divinely timing being manifested for you. We have Erenhad time number 3. I think you're learning how to work with the time, the parallel reality, like how that works, how that operates. You're learning how to work with the time, and understand that it moves according to its own like needs that are. It moves according to what needs to unfold in your life right now. But there's something divinely timed, being very divinely timed for you and unfolding for you right now. We have here Uranus. So to me, that just makes me think about unexpected situations coming into your life here. And the moon as well. This is about listening to your intuition and satisfying your needs here. But with the combination of the moon and Uranus, you might be getting very powerful downloads and insights about how you can create a better life for yourself. You want to listen to that. Sometimes my guides send me songs, sometimes they send me movies, sometimes they'll send me random words. Like, it can come through anything. Listen for the science. Okay, So I think this group is going through a glow up. We have another 6 here. So seems to be your number. Yeah, another number 6. It says Benzai Zen Beauty, number 6. So you guys are going through a glow up. I feel like the more you purify your diet and just listen to your body, the easier the glow up. But I'm going to look into this. Usually this card comes out when you're being called to be more confident in yourself. But I think you've also cultivated a really healthy inner connection when it comes to your physical body. So I always tell people, the way you think about yourself or the way you talk to your body, it directly influences how you take care of it. So talk to your body with respect and talk to your body with take care of your body with utmost care as best as you can here. But it looks like you guys are definitely getting a glow up. They want you to know that. This is what the healing is helping to create for you. We have here star gathering, stars aligned, remembering home, soul family. Yeah, so maybe remember I was talking about your roots. It literally said on one of the cards roots, but I said something about roots or getting in touch with so you guys are remembering your soul, like your home, who you are, your authentic self, your authentic expression, and you're being aligned to connect not with karmic relationships. Usually a lot of our family is karmic relationships, but you're being aligned to connect with soul connections. So these are people who you've experienced previous lifetimes with, and it looks like you're carrying on certain gifts or even a continuous storyline from your previous past into this current future here. So the stars are aligning. Divine timing is happening for you right now. We have your Orion activation, supernova, recreation, renewal, rebirthed by light. So remember I was talking about the sunshine? There it is. That's intuition again for you. I was talking about the sunshine, and you're going through essentially a rebirth. When it says here, remembering home and soul family, you're going through a rebirth, which means who you were before isn't... it's changing. But the thing is, I always tell people the awakening process and authenticity has very little to do with becoming something new. It has more to do with becoming who you've always were. So it's about taking off these layers of yourself that aren't real. And, it's like when you tap into that inner child and you take off all this excessive layers, worry about money, worry about relationships, worry about this, worry about that. When you take off all of these layers, worry about other people's perception of you, you're left with your raw self. So beautiful. I think I'll read up on that for you guys shortly in a little bit. Okay, so it says here, ask for your needs to be met. Ask for your needs to be met. God and the angels can come to your aid, and only if you make a free will choice to be helped. And it begins with asking. It doesn't matter how you ask God for help, but only that you do so. The same holds true with clearly asking other people to assist you. So they want you to know that people are coming in because you've asked, you've prayed. I feel like you have done some praying because there's a lot of energy being activated around you. So you have prayed, and they're saying that the people who are coming into your life are a direct result of you praying for certain needs to be met, right? So whether this is your financial needs or if you just want to be happier in general, there are going to be people who are coming into your life and situations that show up in your life that are aligning you with a path of happiness here. If you feel like you haven't, most definitely ask for your needs to be met, because they're saying we're here always, and sometimes we just don't think to ask. So we have here the gift of connection, crown chakra, and we have 2 people embracing, and it's the number 27. So I feel like this is my divine love card. I think divine love is very much being activated in your life, and part of that has to do with how you see yourself with this beauty. So we actually tend to attract people in our life when we feel the most attractive, or when we feel the most healed, or when we feel the most rejuvenated. And even if you're not thinking about attracting a partnership, this could be like friendships and connections as well. Even if you're not attracting a partnership into your life, or you're not trying to, the universe will still send you to it, because it's essentially you're a magnet for connections coming into your life. You said, I want to be happy, and maybe the universe is like, oh, okay, well, actually this person can help you to align with that path of happiness, so we're going to just send them to you here. So you're very much being connected with people who are helping you to feel a lot more connected, because you feel both connected to the universe and to yourself more. So it's like very much a Five of Pentacles reverse, no longer feeling isolated and alone, very much a Six of Cups. I'm ready to just connect with my inner child, and connect with those who just are naturally attuning to themselves as well. Yeah, what does this say? Yeah, so I think there's something about physical touch and connection, a lot about divine love, most definitely coming through here for you guys. And number 6 is about the heart. So the heart, listening to your heart. And I think that's it. Yeah, those are all the cards. So let's go ahead and look up the Orion activation for you guys. Where is it? Okay. Did I pass it? It's right here. All of your fears and setbacks are being stripped from your energy now. Dang, that was the first line of the message. It is essential for your old way of being to fall away and for you to go through a process of renewal in order to move forward. What was I just talking about? Like the unveiling of the clothes. The old stories of your life aren't yours to live out or live up to. You are far greater than these limiting experiences. The beings of Orion are surrounding you now, and they see you as one of them. Someone who has been born with the knowledge that they can live with great purpose and make a real difference to the world. Whether on a global scale or in a particular corner of the planet, when you draw this card, you're being reminded that you have infinite star potential. Okay, so again, I was talking about you coming out. I feel like this group, most definitely, you're moving into a period where life is going to get more busy, more active. You're going to be more seen. You know, whether it's in a small community or by a small group of people on a stage, your energy is just being activated in a way that feels very fun and pleasurable for you. So I say get excited. Get excited, get excited. Let's see what additional advice they want to let you know. Guys, what would you like this group to know? What the heck? Did this come out too? There's a King of Swords and a King of Cups. I was like, okay. Can I clarify the King of Swords? I think you're learning how to become the authority in your life is what I'm hearing. Yeah, Knight of Wands reverse. So you're no longer... So what you're cutting out of your life is this... Knight of Wands can be like working, and tiring yourself out, essentially. As opposed to saying, you know, doing what makes you happy. So you're over this point where you're mentally, you know, laboring, running around in circles, or you're physically laboring. Instead of making things hard for yourself, you're choosing to like go the route of happiness and listen to your feelings, essentially. Listen to what makes you happy. But there's something about leadership coming through with both of these kings. Let's go ahead and clarify the King of Cups. We have here, yeah, so you're listening to your intuition. We have the Hangman. Tell me more about the King of Cups. And we have the Four of Cups. Yeah, so listening to yourself, listening to how you feel. I think you guys are learning how to surrender, and that is very challenging. But what's working in your favor is you're just not trying. I don't know how else to put it. It's like you're not really putting in that heavy effort to create your experience anymore. You're allowing the universe, you're basically manifesting with the universe, is what I like, manifesting with the divine, which is what I've talked about on my channel before. You're learning how to manifest with the divine. So that's why opportunities are coming towards you with the Four of Cups here. It's like maybe opportunities that are coming out of the blue, but these are things that you've manifested towards you. Yeah. You're learning how to listen to your intuition. You're learning how to trust yourself more. Okay. Additional advice for this group. Healing advice. You guys got Moon Capricorn in the first house. Okay. So that's the Dharma unfolding energy for you. Again, they... brought up the moon energy. Here it is again. So your intuition, you're strengthening your intuition with King of Cups and the Hangman. Your intuition has heightened. I wouldn't be surprised if you guys have unlocked some really powerful intuitive psychic abilities. We have the crown chakra, right, with the connection, the gift of connection, and we have the Uranus here. So it's like actually tapping into your crown chakra is working for you in a huge way. Being open to like the infinite creative ideas that want to come to you. Moon in the first house is about listening to your needs. So, and Capricorn can be about listening to a lot of your physical needs and what needs to be met for you. Perhaps you sat down and you meditated and you made a list on how can I intuitively have a sense for what I'm trying to create for myself. Perhaps you sat down and you created a set of intentions for yourself and you got very clear about, well, this is the life I want to create for myself. So you're using your intuition to be very clear about the desires that you want to have access to in this lifetime. With that Capricorn energy, this can be about legacy. This could be about like very much 10 of Pentacles. I think you called in quite a bit of abundance to come towards you, quite a bit of stability as well. Moon is your emotions, so you're also learning how to stabilize and mature your emotions with that King of Cups energy. You're detaching yourself from this previous ideology, very much the misconstrued ideology that people say you have to work very hard to create the life that you want. But you're understanding, to me, I'm like, if you're in love with what you're doing, it doesn't even matter if you're working hard, you're going to love it, right? So just don't work yourself to death doing it. But I think you guys have hugely gone through a huge ascension process. Most definitely you guys are enlightened. With the combination of these energies and everything that I'm looking at here, I think you guys have become very enlightened. And the funny part about enlightenment is it helps you to have access to information about how to ground things into reality. So it's like when you become enlightened, the universe is going to send you inspiration and ideas for how to ground like a business, to create a business in this reality, to write a book, because your mind is like working very clearly, right? With this King of Swords, it's like you're very clear about understanding how your mind works and how to work with it. You're detaching yourself from any unnecessary thoughts, excessive thinking, stressful thoughts, and anxiety that wasn't helping you before, but you're stabilizing your mind. Moon and Capricorn, very much stabilizing your mind, and it looks like you're calling in stability, a lot of stability and stable opportunities into your life. Okay, so you guys, anything you want to tell me about the Aaronhod time? Full card. Yep. So right now is your time for you to feel a lot more free in your expression. Here. You're starting a new beginning. So now's the time. They're telling you it's happening right now, which means you've probably done some things to move things about. The only card I didn't talk about says here very likely at this time the situation or outcome is likely to occur. So one thing that's really interesting to know about tarot, it doesn't tell you a definitive future. It can't. Nobody knows your definitive future. Not even you. It's created every second, every moment that we're living. We make choices and decisions that lead us towards a certain path. And we're continuously making choices. And I've heard before that this is why reprogramming the subconscious mind is so important. We make a lot of subconscious choices based off of our programming. So if you start to reprogram yourself for dreams and desires and big goals, all you're going to see is a pathway that aligns you with big desires, big dreams, and big goals. If you're set on a limited way of living and experiencing life, that's the only reality that you get to experience. So by expanding your consciousness, you're expanding your capabilities of accessing a higher conscious reality and a parallel reality that's aligned with the desire that you're trying to manifest for you in this lifetime. And they're telling you very likely what you're calling to you, the desires that you've always wanted for yourself, is very likely to occur because you've done a powerful job of reprogramming your subconscious mind to see things differently. And you've hugely expanded your consciousness with that King of Cups combined with the Hangman here. It's about surrender. You've cultivated a mindset of surrender. The universe is here to take care of me, but not only that, the universe will send me the signs and signals for me to be in charge of my life so that I can make choices that guide me towards more abundance and prosperity and happiness. Okay, that's going to be the end of your reading here, group number 1. I hope you enjoyed that. Like, subscribe to support. Let me know if this resonated. Bye. Hey, group number 2, if you chose this lovely amethyst, then this is going to be your reading. So we're looking into any kind of healing advice the guides have for you. And as usual, I like to pull energies first, and then I like to read with the crystal. Then I'm going to unveil your oracle cards that were pre-selected by Spirit, and then I will pull tarot for any clarifications or additional inquiry that we're looking into. Okay. Guides, dial me into the energies of group number 2. Okay. I was getting this energy of almost like a cactus in the in the middle of a desert. So that's really powerful imagery, I have to say, because a cactus needs very little water in order for it to feel nourished. So there's something about learning how to make the most use of your resources. You're learning how to make the most use of your resources, or it's like you're understanding that there's very little that you need in order for you to thrive. There's very little that you need for you to thrive. There's something about tapping into a strong sense of self and independence. I was just seeing kind of like a lone cactus in the middle of a desert, and the energy of it felt quite confident, having a strong sense of self. I think it's coming through for you guys. It's like it had a strong sense of self, and it had a strong sense for its instincts, for knowing how to survive even in the midst of nowhere. There's also something coming through about perhaps you had a upbringing or an experience that felt very desolate. You didn't have a lot of support or a lot of guidance for how you were supposed to create a better life for yourself. There was a lack of resources for you. But the download that's coming through right now is that you've always known or had a strong sense for survival and instincts. But the guides want you to know that in this lifetime, it's not for you to figure out how to try to survive. You have learned and mastered surviving in previous in previous lifetimes and incarnations on this earth. You already know how to survive. They're saying that in this lifetime, you're being called to thrive. And that's why you were essentially reincarnated, not only to teach yourself how to thrive, but also to teach others, because there's something about your energy that feels quite miraculous, where you're able to consume or learn very little, or gain a lot from very little. That's what I'm getting. You learned how to gain a lot from very little. Okay, let's see what wants to come through with the amethyst for you guys, group number 2. Okay. I'm getting like the same energy. There's something about the world is your oyster that's coming through for you guys. So the world is your oyster. And I was getting this energy of, it's like you're standing on a platform, and it's almost like you're standing in front of like a screen, but the screen is life and it just keeps moving. There's something about having a lot of access to flexibility to create the reality that you want and be more imaginative that's coming through. Yeah. So your guides are calling for you to be very imaginative. Use your imagination to create your reality, because you can do anything that you set your mind to. I was getting the energy of like, whatever you focus on, whatever you set your mind on is what you can create. And I'm kind of being taken to Las Vegas, where the desert is. And there's a lot of, you think about it, it's like in the middle of nowhere. Right, Las Vegas, like it's in the desert, yet there's so much magic happening there. So there's something about, you know how to create magic from very little, from nothing, and they want you to know you have everything that you need to create the success that you want and desire, and also pull any additional resources that you need. I'm getting a strong sense of leadership from this group. Oh, that's my heater. I was like, what is that noise? You're being called in this lifetime to... I just keep seeing someone... I was getting this energy of someone looking over a balcony, and to me that takes me to an energy of asserting dominance or control. It's like, this is my domain, this is my life, this is my reality. And something about like a magician energy coming through. Like, I can create whatever reality that I want, so long as I set my mind to it. But there's something about like dominance, like you can be a teacher, you can help other people to as well. It's like help other people, or be a guiding light for other people, or a teacher to other people, or an inspiration to other people. Okay, so let's see. This is my emotional amethyst. So, immediately what's coming through right away is you have a lot of emotions inside of you. These emotions are a gift from the universe. It's here to help you learn how to tap into your creative essence. So, you're supposed to use these emotions to essentially paint your canvas of life. That's what they're saying. So sometimes people wonder, like, why am I so sensitive? Why am I so emotional? It's because you're somehow, I think you have to learn how to control it. I think you have like access to the ether is what I'm getting. It's like sometimes maybe your energy or your aura is quite open and you have a lot of access to the ether, and you have to learn how to like shield yourself in some way so that you're not vulnerable. Because yeah, it's like strong heart chakra that's coming through, even though amethyst is about that third eye, like strong sense for like knowing things. But I'm getting you just have a lot of emotions, but you're supposed to put the emotions, like you're supposed to do something with it. It's there for you to create with. It's not necessarily there for you to create a story with. Sometimes people use their emotions and they start creating a story and they're like, oh, this is what's going on in my life. And because we're very attached to our stories. But they're saying if you detach from your stories and you direct your emotions towards your creativity and creative endeavors, essentially you're going to be able to create a very connective experience for people to empathize and connect with you and feel seen. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of powerful energy for this group. Very interesting. I like this. I like this vibe. I'm vibing with it. I'm just trying to stay focused so I can pick up all of the downloads that want to come through. Yeah, some of you might have a misconstrued idea of yourself. Like I'm seeing this fish, and it looks like it's lying flat on its side on the sand. And it's like you're not a victim to your circumstance. Actually, what you have is you have experiences and wisdom, and they want you to turn that wisdom, like alchemize it. So you are a much more powerful alchemist than you think. They want you to keep alchemizing and keep alchemizing. So turn that narrative or that temptation of turning things into a narrative, use that energy and put it towards creativity because you're very creative. I'm getting that for this group. You're very creative. You can do whatever you want. You can create your dream reality. You can do anything. You're very imaginative, very quirky, eccentric, very different. I'm getting that. There's something about you that stands out. I keep getting that too. And there's just something about your energy that's hard to miss as well. It's like a lightning. Something about lightning coming through. Okay. Very interesting, group number 2. Let's go ahead and pull your oracle cards. I'm very excited to find out what it is. Okay. Wow. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So I think this group, you are doing a huge karmic release. They want you to know this. So there's a wheel of karma that's turning for you with this number 8, Gemini. Karma, dharma, destiny. There is a wheel of karma, wheel of fate that is turning. It's turning in your favor now to move towards what you want. There's a lot of karma this group has had to experience, like getting a lot of heavy karma, and I typically do get that with this amethyst. It's my emotional amethyst. But there's a lot of karma that you are... Okay, I'm getting this. I think you have like a very potent healing energy. And the reason why you were supposed to go through this karmic situation is because you were meant to essentially be a teacher or help guide people in some way and overcome it. Yes. Okay, so there's a wheel of karma turning in your favor. We have here exorcists, freeing yourself and others of destructive impulses. So you guys are natural counselors and purifiers. So this is kind of taking me to the cactus somewhat. I'll go back to the cactus, but exorcists, it's like you're being asked to like let go of all of it, all of the destructive impulses. Perhaps you've had in the past destructive impulses that have not served you. I'm just getting a lot of wisdom. I think you've learned a lot from those experiences. and you understand that's not going to help me here. We have here medicine guardian, honor your inner knowing. So this is additional advice coming to you. Make sure you honor your inner knowing. That intuitive sense is here to guide you and show you the way. Sometimes perhaps, feeling all of those emotions can overwhelm you to the point where you're like, where you can't see things clearly. But I'm getting strongly, the advice that wanted to come through for you is that is a story or a narrative that you're attached to. And we're just here to learn from those experiences and to know the contrast so that we can ask for more of what we want. So honor your inner knowing. Perhaps you have lived a life of excessive practicality, focusing on your outer reality too much, where you denied your feelings and your emotions, but it works inside out. So you're supposed to acknowledge how you feel, decide that happiness is your birthright, and then your outer reality will start to match with that experience as well. So it's just by giving yourself those little bits of affirmation, I deserve more, I deserve happiness, I deserve, you deserve it all. And we have here deservingness here, which is funny. I was saying deserve. You are a beloved child of God, like everyone else, and you deserve to receive support that will allow you to focus upon your divine life purpose. Even if you can't yet recognize your lovable qualities, trust that God and the angels can see how amazing you truly are. So what my guides teach me all the time is that we are inherently worthy. Inherently worthy. I'm sure I'm getting from this group, you've had a lot of experiences with rejection, because we have here the no card. The answer is no, the situation or event is not unfolding at this time. What this card is confirming to me is that you've been rejected. You've been at times, you felt like betrayed, or you had like really little resources to work with. Very little support here. And it just felt like life was a no. Maybe certain doors closed that you were hoping were going to open for you. And all you've seen is a lot of shut doors in your life. And this has created a very thick skin for you. But they really want you to soften that. Yeah, there is something about vulnerability. So what this reminds me of, there are people who I know who, they're like cancers, they're like moon in cancers, or Cancer ascendants, and they're the most empathic, most compassionate people. But as they start to like go on into their adult years, they start to harden quite a bit, because they want to like connect, like they can feel that love. They can feel when people need them, and they had to learn how to assert themselves and create healthy boundaries. So I think for you, one of the biggest lessons has been learning how to establish really healthy boundaries. We have the Miriam Sacred Vision: choose to forgive in order to heal. See the light in all. Remember that love has no boundaries. Oh, that's funny. It says love has no boundaries. That's funny, because I just told you to put up boundaries. See the light in all. Remember that love has no boundaries. Okay. So what I'm getting from this is, it's funny. That's funny that came out. What I'm getting from this energy is that you should create healthy boundaries for yourself by saying, like, so what I'm saying when I say healthy boundaries, if someone does something that you don't like and it lets you know what their character is like, it's nice to give people chances and another chance and another chance. But if your intuition right here with the honor your inner knowing, if your intuition is telling you this is not for you, this is not the right situation, you need to listen to that. And that might have been one of the lessons that you're asked to learn karmically with this no. You were asked to use your no, like a healthy no, like no, and frequently in a way that asserted yourself. So boundaries is about, it's not like you don't like people, right? It's just like, okay, this isn't for me. I'm not gonna surround myself with this group of people, or I'm not gonna put myself in that situation to where I'm put in a sticky situation. Not everybody deserves, all of your attention in that way. So choose who you give your energy to. Choose who you give your energy to, but love has no boundaries. Love people. And I think you have a big heart. Okay. We have here Chamber of the Violet Flame, Karmic Release, Radical Transformation. You guys are going through a radical transformation. I think you've released like all your karma, perhaps, or you're in the mix of releasing a lot of karmic situations that have not helped you with your Ho'oponopono healing. I'm going to go ahead and open the book to this. But this is about understanding yourself again. We get it backwards. We think, okay, if I give to people, if I give to the world, if I find my life purpose, then I'm going to feel okay. It's the opposite. Feel okay. Take care of yourself. Honor yourself. Honor your inner knowing. Then the right people will be led to you. Then you'll be led down a path where you have access to your life purpose and all of that. Okay. We also have your 34 Maya illusion. So this is about seeing past the illusion of life. Right, even the desert, if you don't have water, don't you start hallucinating? I was getting this energy of like you can create whatever you want, like out in Las Vegas, you can create whatever reality you want. So you're learning how to manifest. You're learning how to create the reality that you want. And all of those difficult experiences were there to show you the contrasts. They're there to show you what is not for you. You were supposed to say, oh, that's not for me. Let me start changing my inner reality so I align with something that is what I want. What is? Ask yourself, what do I want now? What do I deserve? You deserve it all, according to God. And the universe, you deserve it all. The universe is indifferent, in a sense, unbiased. It'll give you whatever you ask for. So what they want you to know is things are going to start flowing very beautifully in your life right now. You're getting a lot of angelic support. Things are going to start flowing quite beautifully in your life. So you're going to find yourself aligning with the right people at the right time, in the right place at the right time, essentially, creating a beautiful experience. And you're going to learn how to, with this cardinal energy, it's like you're pioneering your own pathway. I was getting a strong sense from this group. You're learning how to pioneer the life that you want to create. With that Maya illusion card, this gives you the power to create whatever reality you want. Okay, let me go ahead and look at the Ho'oponopono healing, because I've been getting that card a lot and I'm like, what does that mean? And it keeps coming up in the reading, so I think it's time. And then we're going to pull some tarot after this. Today you're being offered the loving healing of the ancient Hawaiian Ho'oponopono forgiveness practice. So that takes me to the fish I saw laying down on the sand at the bottom of the water. You can use this practice to heal any situation with the power of self-forgiveness, compassion, and understanding. Remember, you are connected to everything, so by doing this practice, you are offering the healing energy of forgiveness and unified love to all. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. And thank you. I'm sorry means to dissolve any disempowering subconscious thoughts. I now center myself in my heart to calmly contemplate the situation with my inner wisdom, compassion, and understanding. Please forgive me. I take a deep breath into my heart, feel my universality. I let go of all negative thinking and ego-based fears. I acknowledge I have the power to choose how to protect and project myself. Did you hear that? You have the power to protect yourself, but also project yourself differently. I bless everything with gratitude and let go of the past. I love you. I love myself with all of my heart, and I project my love forward to all, right? It says here, love has no boundaries. Love to all. Thank you. So that's why it doesn't feel good to limit or love. When we say, well, I love this person, but I don't love that person, that does not feel good. Like even the heart, it'll squeeze when you do things like that, because it's like the heart's meant to love all. I thank myself for releasing all disharmonious energy. I wish no one harm. And I understand that holding on to anger and resentment is poisonous. Without any regrets, I thank myself, others, and this situation for teaching me. My inner wisdom sets me free to love. I'm thankful for the power of my heart and my soul's infinite love. Okay, so that was basically a recap of what I said earlier, which that's just how intuition works. It's powerful stuff. Okay, so I want to know more about this cardinal energy and what's happening with the wheel of karma for you guys and my illusion. Okay, so tell me more about the cardinal energy coming through for this group. We have here the moon, listening to your subconscious desires. Okay. So you're learning how to be a lot more in tune with your intuitive desires, right? The dogs are howling at the moon. Why do dogs howl at the moon, right? It's like an intuitive thing that they experience. But I also heard that dogs just howl to let other dogs know where they're at. But sometimes they just, I don't know, they're in the mood for howling. So there's something about realizing, like, what are you in the mood for? I think you have not given yourself permission to ask yourself that question enough. What am I in the mood for? As opposed to, what do I think I should do? There's no such thing. Like, we have a lot of blockages about the way that we're programmed to see this reality. And one of the disempowering programming and misleading programming is that we're taught to think about how society should feel about us, or what are the rules versus what do we intuitively sense is right for us. That's what you're listening to. Anything else you want to let me know about the cardinal? You're listening to your intuition quite powerfully. You're tapping into your feminine energy. We have your judgment. Wow. Yeah, so there's a powerful karma at play right now. I think you're learning what your purpose is or what you feel called to do. Can you tell me what this group is feeling called to do? Just create your reality, perhaps? Knight of Wands, follow your passion. Okay. So you're feeling called to follow your passion. You feel like you have a mission. You feel like your heart is tugging you. You feel inspired again, and you have a mission to do something, right? With that cardinal energy, you feel lit. Something is lighting you up. Something is starting to light you up, and you're realizing this is what I'm going to use to guide me because it's showing me the way. Can you tell me more about the Wheel of Karma? We have the Sun here. Beautiful. The Wheel of Karma, they want you to know that you are entering into a phase of a lot of joy and a lot of happiness and blessings that want to come towards you. The way that my guides teach me is that we're meant to be happy. Inherently, we're the ones who get in our own way. We create a lot of ideas and stories, and we attach ourselves to narratives that are of the mind. So if we detach ourselves, we learn how to detach ourselves or disconnect in the sense that we're not attaching ourselves to the stories and the narratives, but tap ourselves more into our intuitive sense, our soul's essence, and our heart. Our heart and our soul knows what happiness is and how to create it. So the Wheel of Karma, Dharma, is I think you are very much finding what your strong sense of purpose. And really all of our purpose is the same, which is to live, be alive, and to thrive. Can you tell us more about the Maya illusion? We have here 7 of Wands. Ooh, did that want to come out? I think so, it did. Can I clarify that card? Wow. What was I saying about you have some kind of energy that's quite potent. So we have the Emperor, the 7 of Wands, and the Star card. Okay. You're entering a very beautiful period in your life where you are going to be like sunlight to other people as well. I was getting that. You're understanding a strong sense of self. You're learning how to go your own path and create your own path, even if it feels rebellious and uncomfortable at first. But after a while, it's going to feel like normal clothing to wear. So think about Eckhart Tolle. Strange guy. Weird. He's a little strange. Like, I remember when I was first listening to him, I don't know, this was forever ago. Probably like 10 years ago. I started hearing about him and I'm like, who is this guy? And I'm like, his energy's kind of weird. You know, he's almost like alien-like, the way he just sits very still and he just stares. Because he's operating on a different dimension at that point. So there's something strongly and powerfully coming through about you can offer healing to other people here with that Star card. It doesn't necessarily have to be that you go out and you're like, I'm going to heal you, or, I'm going to give you advice on how to heal. You might just have a very potent energy about you. Wherever you go, you take yourself with you. So people might just gravitate towards you and they might ask you questions and you might just have the answers. You can be a truck driver for all we know. Like, it doesn't really matter. All that matters is the aura, the energy, and the integrity with which you carry yourself with. And people are sensing this from you. Yeah. Okay. Let's see the advice for this group. Venus. Virgo. In the second house. Venus, Virgo in the second house? Okay, let me get some clarifiers for this energy here. Yes, life is moving in your favor, but it's because you realized it could. That's the secret. It's not like some people are lucky and some people aren't. No, you realize it. You realize it. Okay, flipped. Venus. So Venus is about pleasure. Virgo is about healing. Second house can be about entrepreneur, talking, speaking to people. Can you tell me more about this Venus, Virgo, and second house for group number 2? What are they meant to know here? 6 of Wands. Page of Swords. Okay, something about using your voice is coming through. 3 of Cups. Okay. Yeah. So the Venus in Virgo in second house, this is literally what I just said. So I was saying, like, it doesn't matter if you're a truck driver. There's something about you have the knowledge or the wisdom to offer to other people because you've gone through a huge karmic release and you've learned and acquired some important information on how to heal. Like, there's healing information. With this medicine mother, you are becoming the medicine mother to other people in some way here because you've done a lot of forgiving in your life. And it's been heavy, but you're about to enter into a stage of victory for yourself. And I would have to say, get comfortable with this. We have your Page of Swords and the 3 of Cups. So yeah, there's something about what you have to say that galvanizes people and captures their attention. And people really enjoy it. Very likable, very popular. It very much resonates with their heart and their soul. So that is what we're getting. You speak like the truth. The Page of Swords can be quite impulsive about what they say. It's like you're not holding back. You're not holding back. You just put it out there. You put it out there. And I think it's just like you speak from your heart. Okay. Any final piece of advice for this group? Or anything you want this group to know, guys? Virgo again. 7 of Cups. So we have your Moon Virgo in the 10th house. Okay, so I feel like that's your dharma showing up here. Your dharma, or it's not karma because the karmic wheel is spinning in your favor, but we have your dharma here. So I'm gonna go with dharma, and 10th house can be dharma. So intuitively, okay, I'm just getting you're a healer. I think you guys are just healers. Moon and Virgo, like you're intuitive healer. Yeah. So there's something about you know how to make use of the very little resources, right? Like we were saying earlier, and you can help other people make very little of nothing. You know, that's what I love about creativity is you make something out of nothing. It's like you can connect to the ether and get all of this inspiration and ideas for how to create magic in this world. It's like Las Vegas, right? So, yeah, so you guys are going to be, it looks like you're going to be actually doing some kind of career with that Emperor energy where you become your own boss and you're creating something where you're offering healing aid to other people. You may literally be talking to them here. Tell me more about the 7 of Cups. Why is this here? King of Pentacles. Yeah. So you have options. So, again, nothing is definitive in life. It's all about making choices and what you choose to do. Everything can change along the way. Okay. Tell me more about the 7 of Cups. So you're being asked to make career choices that, what they want you to do, so the big advice that's coming through with the 7 of Cups, King of Pentacles, and the Hangman here, is they don't want you to base those choices off of money. They're letting you know and they're confirming to you the stability and the abundance is going to come through you using your intuition. So if you fixate on the money, or you fixate on what you think you should be creating, what's practical, that's not going to work in your favor, even though we have the Moon in Virgo in the 10th house, because it's like, maybe, yes, you'll have a sense for what's right practically or what practical decisions align with your path, but it's about listening to your intuition at the core with that Moon and the Hangman. There's a divine plan unfolding for you, essentially, and they're asking you to surrender to it. Surrender. So the reason why things are going to be flowing is because you're not trying to control it. We're not supposed to control, the way I talk about it with people, it's like a wave of divinity. You don't really have to control anything. You're just supposed to be open and you can make use of the energy. So you don't have to, like, how do I say this? It's like jumping into a wave, right? So let's say you're a surfer, or yeah, you're a surfer and you're trying to catch a wave. It's like, get ready to position your surfboard to catch the wave. That's all you need to do. You need to position yourself. And the way you position yourself when it comes to the wave of divinity is you heal and you listen to your intuition. pretty much. And then you'll get like divine downloads. You'll get inspiration for what to do, and you'll feel this like pull with your heart, like a strong pull to do this, to create this, start writing your book, doing things that are fun. You'll just know. You'll be obsessed with that Knight of Wands that came up earlier. There are going to be some things that you are going to be fixated on, obsessed with that King of Pentacles energy too, and that moon in the 10th house. There are going to be things that you're just like kind of obsessed with needing to create. Like, I just need to create this. So that's how you're going to know. Okay, and like a fire is going to be lit, basically. That's going to let you know, because it's showing you the way. That's going to be the end of your reading here, group number 2. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Like, subscribe to support. Let me know if this resonated. Bye. Hey, group number 3, if you chose this Herkimer Diamond, then this is going to be your reading. So we're looking into any kind of healing advice the guides have for you, as well as acknowledgement about any healing that you have done as well. Okay. So as usual, I like to pull energies first, and then I'm going to read with the crystal. Unveil your oracle cards pre-selected by spirit, and then I will pull tarot for additional clarifiers and inquiries. Guides, dial me into the energies of group number 3, please. Okay. Well, the first energy that's coming through is something about changing direction or choosing your path, or being aware that you have a choice. That's what's coming through. Because I was seeing someone like looked to the side. They actually looked like Batman, which was interesting. A very meditative, very reflective Batman. Yeah, I mean, anytime I get superheroes, to me it's like with great power comes great responsibility. I'm getting that. Perhaps you're very much learning how to be responsible for creating your own life, creating your own reality. Knowing that I think because we have the superhero imagery coming through, there might be something about knowing that you can help other people. It's coming through as well. Knowing that you can be a guide to other people or help people in some way. Something about the path you choose. The path you choose for yourself directly influences how you're able to make an impact in this world. When you choose things that are aligned with your most authentic path, it's less effort to do what you want, or create what you want, or create the reality that you want in this world. Let me see what else wants to come through for you, group number 3. I feel like I was seeing a diamond, which is funny because we have the Herkimer diamond. There's something about real love coming through. So like real connections, people who are real, sincere, lovely, kind, compassionate people who mirror you, who want to create the same vision for themselves. It's coming through, connecting with people like that. That's what they want you to know. You're not in this alone. That's what I'm getting. It's like you're not in this alone. You're meant to do this perhaps with other people or someone. I want you to know that. And I'm getting a strong sense of like you have a mission to complete with someone here on this earth. Oh my gosh! I just broke my crystal. I broke a piece of it off. Whoops. It's fine. I mean, I hope it's fine. I mean, I hope the crystal's okay. You know what, though? It always drove me crazy because it had so much going on in it, and I always wanted to look inside because it has so many, like, layers to it. And one of them just came off. So, huh. Okay, I was meant to look at the crystal broken for some reason. So let's go ahead and see what the crystal wants to offer to you. Oh, there is something here. It's kind of what I was seeing in my vision. I just keep getting two things connecting together. Two energies connecting to make a whole, like a diamond. Like you're going to create a diamond with someone here. So I think there's a high potential for some kind of partnership, whether it's friendship or business or love, for you to create something very pure and potent with someone together. And it's going to help to, I think, create quite a bit of abundance in your life. Yeah, I'm just getting this energy of like, we know how to do it together. We can figure it out together. Wow, that is cool. It's like when you open it, you see the center of the diamond. So there's something about getting to, because there's like a little hole or gap in the center of the diamond. There's something about you getting to the center of it, or accessing like the truth or the highest truth in this world. That's interesting, isn't it? You're going to uncover something with someone. Let's see what else wants to come through for this group. Is that it? Yeah, I'm getting a lot of like synchronistic dancing. Synchronistically dancing with the universe, synchronistically dancing with other people in this universe, in this world, to kind of create like a powerful, like helping to like raise the vibration of the entire earth, essentially. Okay, let's go ahead and pull some additional cards for you guys. Well, that's why we got Batman. We got the hunter here. He's a bit of a hunter. He hunts down the bad guys. Oh yeah, and this says here, track down your fears and desires. Yeah. Oh, and it says you're facing fear, Kalima. Wow. Okay, so a lot of the healing that you're doing has a lot to do with you facing fears. It's like, maybe there's also a fear of like, I'm afraid to make the wrong decision. I'm afraid to get it wrong. It's a lot of energy. Okay. Okay. Group number 3. Okay. So you guys are most definitely being called to be some kind of guide for other people. We have here represents the nature of the divine in life and in yourself. You're being called to listen to your inner guidance within yourself, as well as be a guide for other people in some way. This is a healing experience that's offered to you, probably because you have done a lot of healing. The energy that I'm getting, it has a lot to do with your confidence for this group. It's a combination of things. It's confidence to like explore, get out of your comfort zone, and a confidence to receive abundance as well. is what's coming through. So this is what you're learning how to heal. So a couple of the advices we have here is Hunter, track down your fears and desires. So not only are you tracking your fears, they want you to track down your desires. So this is very much masculine energy. Go get it. Go get it. Go for it. Go for what you want, using the inspired action, of course. Whatever inspiration you feel called to do. They're telling you, go for it, right? Batman doesn't just wait. He takes action, and he's impulsive, and he works fast. Here. So they want you to, you're being called in this lifetime, in this period of your life. Things are going to be moving and shifting quite a bit. And now's the time for you to go for it. And I'm getting, now's the time for you to finally create your dream reality, the life that you've always wanted. We have here Kali Ma, facing fear. Major spiritual changes are unfolding. This is your chance to soar. This is your chance to soar. Here. So she has her third eye, and it's opened. I think you guys have opened your third eye, or you're tapping into learning how to open your third eye. This is helping you to face your fear, because you're learning how to listen to your intuition. Perhaps you've played it safe. You've lived in like a box. That's kind of how you treated your life. It felt like living in a box. But there's a lot that the universe, I think you're calling to you, but there's a lot that the universe wants to work through you. It's a lot of magic that the universe wants to work through you, and it wants to support you in soaring. So what you're being called to heal is your fear of facing things that are way out of your comfort zone. It says your major spiritual changes. So with that Herkimer diamond, I'm getting that you're activating a lot around you, and I'm almost getting a sense of I'm getting like a prodigy energy. It's not that you are a prodigy or whatever. It doesn't matter, because you can be reincarnated many times. You can be a very ancient soul, very old soul. You could have learned many different things in previous lifetimes. I'm definitely getting that for this group. I think you've learned many, many, many different things in previous lifetimes, and they're basically saying that you have the power of like a diamond. You've acquired a lot of strength, and knowledge in your previous lifetime that's being called to be activated in this lifetime now for you to essentially manifest what you want. So things are going to be shaking up here. We have here changing. At this time, the situation is in a state of flux. Anything could happen. So it says here yes and no on the card, and it has here number 5, and we have another number 5, Aries, slingshot. So this group, you're going through significant changes in your life that are going to to me, with that Batman, that gives me an energy of responsibility, right? With great power comes great responsibility. I feel like there's a lot of power you're having access to. This is because you've learned how to access it. You've learned how to access a lot of power. So the universe is like, okay, they're accessing power. Now they want you to use it. To be invincible, to create what you want to. There's some kind of big dream that's being manifested here, and it's being activated right now in your energy. We have here the 5 Aries slingshot, tension, strain, sudden anxiety, pressure, launch. Again, the Batman, right? It's like ready, get set, go. Ready, aim, fire. Let's go. It says pulled in opposite directions. There's a lot of change. It's like a very tense. So this is going to be a growth spurt, stretching out of your comfort zone period in your life. This is not the time of rest for you guys. I mean, most definitely make sure you're resting, but I think you called to be used in a very powerful way, and we're gonna get some more guidance as to how that is, how that wants to unfold in your life. We have here Rhea Flow 43. So this is one of the key ingredients to helping you to manage the tension. And why do we experience tension? It's because we're growing, right? It's because we're learning. So you're learning something new, and it's going to require for you to go with the flow or find your flow state. There's something about what you're doing that feels quite brilliant and significant and impactful, or has an audience, because we have your Leo. So usually my Leo is about shining, right? We have facing fear. Perhaps if there's a fear of what other people are going to think, or being in front of an audience, there's something about a stage here that you're having access to. Okay, we also have here number 2, release the Mama Earth root chakra. I have the courage and freedom to choose how I feel. I choose to be a to be on this earth and be love personified. I integrate my inner and outer worlds. Okay, this is what I'm getting, because we have here inner earth as well, base chakra, same thing, root chakra energy, strength and security, laying foundations, and we have here emerald tablet, cosmic ordering, divine alchemy, conscious manifesting. Okay, your physical reality is going through a significant shakeup. I have a feeling that your outer reality in 1 year time is not going to look the same for this group. In at least 1 year time from this reading, I don't think you're physically going to be experiencing the same reality. Like, it's going to be significantly different, like night and day. And I'm getting this feeling they need you to get rooted and grounded in your body and learn how to be in your body. Exercise. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of exercise, but it does make a difference. Because in order for us to manifest, we need our body, which means you have to cultivate a relationship to your body. So create some kind of 20 to 30 minute routine daily where you get to use your body and put a little physical strength on it, right? Like Batman. Batman, I'm sure he works out from time to time to keep those muscles. So in order for you to know how to be in your body and to adjust to this physical shift that you're going to be experiencing, they need you to learn how to use your body physically, to activate it. Okay, so perhaps you're like, with this Mercury energy here, you're in your mind a lot. Okay, you're brilliant, you have a beautiful mind, perhaps then even an abstract mind with this Mercury and Pisces, an abstract mind. But they need you to get in your body, because I have a feeling that whatever you're doing, it's going to physically be an uncomfortable experience, because it's going to, do you know, like being on a roller coaster? Like, it's going to be like a ride, like that. It's going to like, am I in my body? It's a strong sense of wanting to dissociate yourself from your body at that moment because it feels so uncomfortable. They need you to get back in your body, be in it, use it. We have here inner earth, base chakra, strength and security, laying foundations. I think you're in a place right now where you're laying very significant foundations for a lot of the changes that will be unfolding in your life for at least 10 years. 5 to 10 years is what I'm getting. There's some significant changes that are happening in your life that are putting you on a very specific pathway. We have here emerald tablet, cosmic ordering, divine alchemy, conscious manifesting. As above, so below. So the reason why this new reality is being activated in your life is because you are creating a new reality within yourself. You're using your imagination to visualize and create a new experience. And I think you guys have some big dreams. Big dreams, big goals. Because we got the Leo, Mercury, and Pisces. Pisces to me is like the ether, access to everything. Perhaps you've been using your intuition to guide you and show you, what am I interested in? What calls to me? And perhaps you've been cultivating a beautiful, spiritual connection to yourself, to life. Again, learning that everything is energy. We have here, it is safe for you to receive. The more you allow yourself to receive, the more resources you have available to share with others. Open your arms to receive and be a conduit for good coming to you and through you as it blesses the world. Okay, there's again that energy of safety and getting ready to receive that's coming through. So let's go ahead and I want to look at the book and see. Release to Mama Earth. Let's look at that first. Okay. You guys definitely need to surround yourself with nature. It says, go into nature now. Exclamation point. That's what the card says. Go into nature now. This card is a gift of grace. It is a message from the element of earth calling for you to heal and release all that is stuck or causing any distance from ease. Your true mother is the earth. We are all born of her beautiful crystalline energy. Mother Earth beckons you now to connect very deeply with her, to get lost in simply being in her good and loving company. She asks that you understand that your life is invaluable and very precious. Mother Earth asks that you release all your worries, fears, past traumas, and lies to her, trusting that she can take them all. It's time for you to let go of the past and move forward into a deeper self-love to find joy in simply being your true self here and now. In particular, release all fears of lack. Lack is a concept of the fearful, primitive mind. As you release these unfounded fears to Mother Earth, observe how nature is always renewing and rebirthing beauty. Understand that you too are constantly becoming anew. Every cell in your body renews every 72 hours. Know that you deserve a wonderful, fulfilled life in which you are living your dharma. Aha! Trust the greater universe supports you in experiencing real abundance. Okay. So lots of abundance wants to come towards you. They need you to open up to it. Let's go ahead and look at the Kali Ma facing the fear. Oh, Hindu goddess of death and rebirth. This is a time when you are able to look fear in the eye and move away from it. Fear is just energy, and energy can be changed. This can be an intense experience because the human self is so conditioned that it may be used to operating with fear present. When the fear is gone, it may feel as though an emptiness is there, but this is a space for love and miracles to enter. Okay. You are being filled with courage of spirit now so that you can move from this phase of your life to the next. Trust the process and call on Kali Ma to help you release your fear and step into a space that's strong, focused, and courageous. So Kali Ma is strong, fierce, and fiery. I think that's the energy they're wanting you to embody when it comes to you moving towards your desires. Many have been intimidated by her, but she's the mother energy and therefore completely loving. She's like a fierce mother protecting her child from harm. She has a dark energy like the night sky, but it consumes fear and leaves only love. Okay, that message felt so short, but we'll go with it. Let's go ahead and pull some tarot for you guys to see if there's any additional advice the guides have for you. Any additional advice? Could you actually tell me about this Mercury, Leo, Pisces energy? I feel like this is all connected. Learning how to be confident, learning how to believe in yourself is what I'm hearing. Five of Swords. Tell me more about the Five of Swords, please. We have here the Ace of Swords. Yeah, so that's your thoughts, your ideas, the clarity, thinking clearly. So there's a lot of, maybe there was a lot of confusion because I was seeing Batman and he was needing to make a choice, but he wasn't moving. He was just looking from left to right. And he was trying to decide what was the right choice for him to make. So with the Batman energy, sometimes I get like superheroes when there's like Five of Swords pops up because they're telling you to essentially protect your energy, protect yourself. That's kind of the superhero reference I'm getting. Maybe walk away from certain situations that are no longer serving you. Choose the path that gives you a strong sense of clarity and truth in who you are. Anything that's not connected to that is not the direction that you want to move towards here. Anything else you want to tell me about the Leo Pisces energy guides? What's going on with this? We have here Four of Cups. Tell me more. We have here the Three of Swords. And the Empress. Okay. Yeah, so this is about, very much about self-love. Strong energy of self-love is coming through for you, group number 3, with this Four of Cups, Three of Swords, and the Empress. Four of Cups can sometimes be about detachment. So they're needing you to feel a lot more connected to yourself, take care of yourself, acknowledge what you need. With that Leo, it's like, what do you want? What do you desire? Sometimes we forget to ask ourselves what we want. And it's very important. Ask yourself what you want, what's important to you, what kind of life do you want to create for yourself. You're learning how to listen to that. Tell me more about the Empress here. It's also about worthiness. You have King of Swords. Tell me about the King of Swords. The artist, Five of Cups. Okay. Whoa, it's a lot. What's with the King of Swords? Why is he here? Here. First house, moon first. Aquarius. Yeah, that's an air sign. All right. Okay, it's about your perception of yourself. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty much the same thing. Okay, with this artist energy, there might be something very creative that you like to do. To me, Pisces and Leo can be super creative. Very creative combination right there. Maybe you have a very creative mind with that Mercury as well. You have a very creative mind. And you're an artist. You're a free spirit. You want to do things that way. That way you have a lot of creative ideas and things that you want to accomplish and create for yourself. They're encouraging you to... Moon in Aquarius. Interesting. That's like a humanitarian energy. I think they want you to see yourself as a humanitarian. It's not a matter of, am I good enough? They want you to think, how do I use this powerful intellect and these ideas? They want you to ask more of the universe, like, okay, what can I do with these ideas? What can I turn it into? Should I make it a book of it? They want you to be that confident in your worthiness of what you're here to offer to the universe. It's like, think of yourself as a leader. With that moon in Aquarius in the first house, think of yourself as a leader now. Because perhaps you felt like, I'm not good enough. No one recognizes my worth with that Five of Cups and the Hangman. Here, no one recognizes, no one sees the value in what I'm doing. They're saying, just think of yourself as brilliant. To me, a moon in Aquarius first house person would be quite confident in communicating their ideas intuitively, and ideas for how they want to change the world. I think you want to change the world or be a guiding light to others in some way, right? With this guide energy, you want to be a guiding light for other people. And the thing is, with this King of Swords coming up here, they're saying that yes, you have it. You already have the brilliant idea. You don't have to wait for someone to tell you that you're amazing at what you do or your idea is a good idea in order for you to believe it. The universe is saying that we gave it to you because it is you. You called it into your life. You said, I want to create something. And we're like, oh, okay, here's the idea. Now they need you to create it. But yeah, there might be something about getting caught up in your emotions, about the perception of how other people see you. Advice for this group, guides. There it is. Finally. Two of Cups. I was like, when is it coming out? I was feeling connections. And I'm like, when is it coming up? Okay. Tell me more about the Two of Cups. Queen of Pentacles. And Three of Wands. You're going to create a diamond with someone. I thought so. Okay. So if here, Two of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, Three of Wands, and the Page of Wands. Okay, so your advice is collaboration. Yep, your advice is collaboration. I think you might even need like a mentor or some kind of teacher of some sort. With that Three of Wands, sometimes that's my Sagittarius ninth house energy. Maybe there's something about traveling. There might be something about traveling, going somewhere else as well. With this Page of Wands, Three of Wands energy. Can be about traveling. So there might be something about putting yourself in a different environment that's going to help you to feel inspired and be aligned with the right type of partnership, work partnership with that Two of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. It's going to be like an ideal work partnership to help your creativity flow. Essentially, someone who is like the other half of the equation here for what you're needing to build. Okay, clarify this Two of Cups energy. Leo, K2 in the first house. Clarify. I'm going to pull another deck. Tell me more about this Leo, K2 in the first house, please. Tell me about this Leo, K2 in the first house, please. Okay, yeah. So sometimes K2 can be like very spiritual energy. It could be like past life. So I think some of you, this is like a past life connection, or it's a connection, someone who's going to help you intuitively get aligned with your confidence. So there's like an intuitive confidence. There's like a natural, you have like a natural knack for something with that K2. It's like you already have the gift. You are born with the gifts. It's from a past life. Here with that Leo makes K2 Leo actually makes me think of Magha, because Magha Nakshatra is in Leo, and it's ruled by K2. So Sun and K2. So there's something about, there's a natural talent or gift that you have to offer that's going to bring you a lot of abundance without you really having to try, because what you called into this lifetime was for you to essentially manifest abundance with ease. So I tell people this all the time, like, you have past life gifts. You can just lean on those past life gifts for you to create ease of abundance into this lifetime. So you've already mastered something in a previous lifetime that's here to bring you abundance in this lifetime. With this High Priestess and Nine of Pentacles. You already mastered something in a previous lifetime that you can use to bring you abundance in this lifetime. It's an intuitive gift. Tell me more about this group's intuitive gift. I was looking at the Pisces card, and we got Pisces. K2, again, in the first house. Okay, so you're a guide. You're a guide, basically. You get downloads from the universe. That's your gift. You can access a lot of things creatively, really. There's no cap. To me, Pisces doesn't really have a cap. It's an ether. But it's like you're intuitively very gifted, because we have K2 again, past life, in the first house, in Pisces. There's a lot that you can do. It's like a bag of tricks. It's like you could probably pull a lot of different things out and be like, I'm good at this. I'm good at this. Tell me more about this K2 Pisces in the first house. How can we help this group cultivate their gift? Give me advice about how we can help them cultivate their gift. We have here Knight of Pentacles. It's about putting in the work, effort, and energy, building it. So my Knight of Pentacles is my college graduate, which means that you're at a point in your life where you have an idea about the stability that you want, right? So you maybe even have a vision for, like, I want a house or I want a car. You have a vision for what you want to create. There's a practicality to you. You're like, I have an idea of what I want for my life, and I'm starting something new. I'm starting my official career. So the Knight of Pentacles, my college graduate, he's ready to go towards his career. He's ready to do the thing that he's probably going to be doing for the next 10 to 15 to 20 to 30 years. So you are being asked to set a very clear intention about what you want to experience. So one of the clear intentions can be happiness. People don't ask about these things. Happiness can be a clear intention. Joy can be a clear intention. Wealth and abundance, or infinite wealth and abundance, can be a clear intention. Just set a clear intention. And then say, what do you want to experience in your career or work environment, or how would you like the experience of abundance to unfold for yourself? Ask yourself, do you want abundance to be really easy? Do you want to work 3 hours a day kind of thing? Do you want to work 10 hours a day? Like, what feels fun for you? Do you want to do something creative? Do you want a fixed routine? Just kind of play with the possibilities of what kind of life you can create for yourself. Okay. Tell me more advice about how this group can cultivate their gifts. So you guys are very intuitive. You guys are probably psychic. You have psychic gifts as well. We have here Neptune. There's my psychic planet in Capricorn in the 5th house. Yeah, so Neptune is my creative genius. He's in the 5th house of creativity and in Capricorn. Okay, so again, it's coming through for this group. Your gifts are already worth gold. Your gifts are already worth gold. It's just a matter of you manifesting it into this reality. So the universe is going to show you how to do that. All you need to do is set out the clear intention, right? The clear intention can be, my gifts are already worth gold. Universe, show me what my gifts are. Show me how to cultivate my gifts. Show me what's the next step. What's the next step for what I should do? Here. But that Capricorn energy, there's like a creative gift. You guys are creative. It's abstract. It's very flowy. There's a creative gift that you have access to that can bring you abundance into this lifetime now. Like a lot of abundance. Okay, anything else you want to let us know about the Two of Cups, the partnership here? What should they know about this? Okay, tell me more about the Two of Cups. Whoa, what's going on? Tell me more, please. You gotta decipher this. Okay, there's a little detangling. That's why I was getting the Batman. I got a reading like this a few weeks ago about using your intuition. There are some groups of people who you need to move away from. Group number 3. You guys need to cut. There are some influences that are not helping you here with your energy. It's a person or people who make you question yourself and your emotions, and I'm hearing your reality. It's like people who doubt you, basically. You do not want to be around this energy. It's affecting you. So I would say pull away. There are people around you who are making you question your decisions, your choices, and your reality. Here. With this 5 of Swords, 5 of Wands, and Queen of Cups. They're making you question your emotions and your intuition. You have a powerful intuition, but they're making you question it, perhaps. This could be you and the inner conflict you're creating for yourself, but for a lot of you, this is other people. Don't tell people your dreams unless they've earned it. That's my advice to you. Do not tell people what your plans are unless they've earned it. Don't let that impact you or inflict you. You have to like cultivate a bubble for yourself where you are stubborn in the new reality that you're about to manifest for yourself. Okay, tell me more about this Queen of Cups. All up in your story. You have your 6 of Cups. Tell us more. You're like Princess Diana, okay? You have a big heart. You're very sweet. Oh my gosh, we got the Ace of Cups. I didn't even see that. There's a new connection here. It's like a new connection. This isn't someone who's in your life right now. We have here the Ace of Cups. We have here the 10 of Cups. And we have here the 6 of Cups. This is soulmate, soul tribe. What did I tell you? There's someone you're meant to create a diamond with here. Right? It could just be like a work partnership. For some of you, it could be romance, romantically as well. It could just be a friendship bond. Either way, there's someone you're here to build your vision with who's going to help you big time to create the dream life for yourself. And the universe is trying to help you align. You just need to make sure your energy is ready. With the Strength card, again, with that Batman reference, you need to cut the BS, which means being honest with yourself and cutting out situations, circumstances, and energy that is no longer resonating with you. Now's the time for you to fully acknowledge what you've always wanted for yourself, your desires, your needs, what's important to you. Group number 3. This is like the dream team, okay? It's going to be a dream, but you need to be very decisive about there's very like specific connections around you that are just draining you of your energy here. So I always tell people, if you want energy to create a new life, you need to pull the energy away from you. Can't just like create energy out of nothing. It's not a thing. The thing is, we're vessels, right? So if you think of your body, you think of yourself, you're a vessel. You hold certain kind of energy within you. If you're not taking care of your vessel, which means, let's say you surround yourself with like negative energy. And let's say this energy looks like black. It's like a black aura. Your vessel, you're like a sponge. You absorb that black energy, and then you take it with you wherever you go. And then basically what hermiting does is it helps you to cleanse your energy so that it's purified and you're basically at ground zero. You're at neutral. That's why you want to hermit, and hermit with intention to heal yourself. So the more you hermit, you pull your energy away. The more attuned you're going to be to your inner guidance, your inner being and source here, and your authentic power. And then what you're going to do is you're going to find yourself being inspired to create something new. And the universe is going to send you, for you guys, the universe is most definitely sending you people who are aligned with your path. And these people are going to feel like bright energy, like positivity, white aura, and your vessel is just going to soak it up. And it's going to be like, wow, now I have so much energy to create more and more and more and more. It's like that Herkimer diamond, right? It's like building up this stamina and this energy to create more miracles in your life. So that's what it's going to feel like. Okay? Pull your energy away, please. You're sensitive. Anything else you want to tell me about the Five of Swords advice? I feel like I told you all the advice you need. We got the moon in the 3rd house in Taurus. You need a ground. You need to be stable. Become stable for yourself. Moon in Taurus in the 3rd house. 3rd house can be about community. Moon is actually exalted in Taurus because that's where your emotions are stabilized. So that means when you're around these people, don't allow it to influence you or how you feel about yourself. If this is your own inner thoughts or inner demons that you're experiencing, learn how to practice getting grounded, release to Mama Earth, like they said, create an exercise routine, go out in nature by yourself, go for a walk, and you'll find yourself, nature's vibration is perfect. That's the only way I can describe it. It's perfect. So when you go out and you're in nature, you feel so refreshed and you can think clearly. So you need to make sure you refresh your energy with the moon in Taurus, perhaps by grounding yourself, by being in nature, and your thoughts will calm down. When you meditate, your thoughts will calm down. And you'll feel a lot less concerned about other people's opinions, and you'll feel a lot less of a pull to or an addiction or a fixation with surrounding yourself with negative energy that's not helping you. That's going to be the end of your reading here, group number 3. You guys needed that pep talk. We had to go there, okay? Because you need to know the amazingness that's coming towards you. And part of what has blocked you is, because we're getting so much about connections here, is a fear of, is it safe for me to be in a relationship? Is it safe for me to ask for new people to come into my life? Because I've always been surrounded by dysfunctional connections or partnerships. Is it safe for me? Like, can I pray for this? Can I ask for this? Is it coming in? Yes, it is. You prayed for it. You asked for it. It's coming in. The universe is saying, get ready, get ready, get ready. Thank you, group number 3. I hope you guys have a beautiful day. Like, subscribe to support. Let me know if this resonated. Bye.